At the beginning of COVID, I was stressed. Everything seemed unpredictable and scary. I felt very overwhelmed. And you know what I did? I went outside. I went on a walk. It's what everyone was doing, and it was a really good idea because it helped a lot of people. But why was it such a good idea, and why did it help so much? I'm going to tell you why it's so important for you to start going outside every single day. You probably don't realize how much time you actually do spend indoors. In recent years, that amount of time in our society has actually increased, especially with our generation. This impacts our health in ways that you may not have considered before, and I definitely hadn't considered them before until recently. Listen, I'm an avid hiker. I hike every single day and every single weekend that I have available. It is essential for me to get out there, breathe fresh air, and hike on new trails because it keeps me happy and it keeps me healthy. The YouGov report notes that around 15% of the world's population is affected by different levels of seasonal affective disorder or winter depression, which may be a direct result of lack of daylight. A full 39% of survey respondents said that daylight significantly impacts their mood. I know I'm one of those people, and daylight really does impact how I feel. Maybe do you feel stressed after a full week of work or school online? You've probably been staring at a screen for hours each day. Consider how much time during that stressful week did you spend outside getting fresh air? Did you think about taking a break or maybe trying ways to increase your productivity? Science says going outside is the trick. Spending more time outdoors is great for your health, but not enough people are using that resource, that free resource that we have. And they don't know what they're missing. I want to inform you of the benefits of hiking, going outdoors every day, and getting some vitamin D. An excerpt from a research done on biomedical and environmental science on Business Insider states, spending time in nature can literally improve your mental and physical health. Anxiety, depression, and other mental issues may all be eased by some time in the great outdoors, especially when that's combined with exercise. This is to be expected as both greenery and exercise are known to reduce stress. That is hard to argue with. That is why I believe hiking is the best remedy for stress, anxiety, and other mental health issues. I know that I could use a mental health boost once in a while, and it impacts me positively even when I'm not having a bad day. It's just always a good idea for me. If you resolve to spend at least 15 minutes a day being active outside, your quality of life can drastically improve. Try going outside to get the mail, and while you're already out there, make a little walk out of it and walk around the block or a park nearby. Maybe on your break at work, you could spend those 15 minutes sitting outside, or when you get your coffee in the morning at your cafe, sit outside when you enjoy your cup of coffee. Even though it's a small change, everything starts small and it can have a huge ripple effect in your life. As you spend more time in the sun, your body will produce more vitamin D as a result. This is just one more way going outdoors benefits your health. Medical News Today states that an increase in vitamin D production supports immune, brain, and nervous system health. Why not take advantage of a great and easy way to support your health? Not to mention, it's free and it's so convenient. These small changes have a great impact with no negative side effects, except maybe being cold for those 5 minutes in the wintertime. This small change can boost your mood significantly and change your quality of life, making you more efficient, productive, and happier altogether. Now you say, what if I'm not an outdoorsy person? I just don't have the time. Well, there's no need to be outdoorsy to make this small change. And everyone has an extra 15 minutes that they're probably spending on their phone that they could do this outside. I know I spend an extra 15 minutes on my phone that I could be enjoying nature most of the time. Even if you live in the city, you can practice this by walking to your local coffee shop. Instead of taking your car, just walk somewhere nearby or walk around the park. It's not a big change and you don't have to go outside in the rain. Just try to get some sun in when you can. You don't know until you try it, and it's a great way to try new things, and you might actually end up loving it. I've always loved being outside. I grew up climbing trees, hiking, and running around the neighborhood with my friends, and the rain couldn't even stop me from going outside and observing nature all the time. Then school and work started to become more of a priority as I got older, so I stopped spending as much time outside, and I stopped enjoying it as much. I started to become depressed and feel anxious and overwhelmed. And when I started to think about it, I realized I wasn't spending any time outside or making that a priority. So I changed. I decided to make a change in my life. And I decided I would go outside as much as I possibly could. I started making weekends, designated hiking times, and I would go out with my friends. We'd find new trails. I would ride my bike to the coffee shop nearby, and I would just make it a priority as much as possible to spend my free time outdoors. This changed my life significantly. I was feeling so much happier and so much more satisfied and content with life. That joy was from endorphins being released, and just soaking up the sun, my body was creating more vitamin D. Not only was I passionate about it, but this made a physical change to my body that I was unaware of. Overall, a small change to your life can make a huge difference, even if it just takes 15 minutes out of your day. What are you dealing with in your life that causes you to need a coping mechanism or to feel stressed and overwhelmed? Go outside and see how you feel. See if it can change that. Try to look for a new hike near you. Spend 15 minutes outside every single day and see the changes in your life. The benefits are free. There's no negative side effects, only positive. So, what's stopping you? Go outside.